Hey guys, welcome back to our obsession. It's Untitled. Today we're going to be talking about the new iPhone 13 and help you to decide which one should you get. Also, we're going to be giving some tips ahead of pre-order day coming up tomorrow. Drop a like if you're excited for this one, hit subscribe for more, and let's jump in. Okay guys, so we got the new iPhone 13, we got it in the Apple event on Tuesday, September 14th. It's Thursday where you're probably going to be seeing this video, and tomorrow, Friday, pre-orders are going ahead, not like last year with the pandemic and everything. We're actually going to have the iPhone 13 mini, the regular 13, the Pro and the Pro Max. Next week they should be starting deliveries on the 24th. Now the question is, if you have the 12 or the 12 Pro like myself, probably if you're watching this video, you've already decided that you're going to go ahead and upgrade. Here what I'm trying to do is to help you decide which one should you go. Because let me tell you this, I think this year you have to go with the 13 Pro. Let's start with the 13 and the 13 mini. They are getting better with battery life, not a huge improvement, but a little bit better. I think the mini users, that was their most disappointment last year. They didn't have battery. Don't get me wrong, the iPhone 13 mini, with the capacities they have, with the chip that it has, with dual system camera that the same iPhone 13 has, I mean, it's an insane iPhone, it's a crazy device, but obviously it's smaller, so it fits a smaller battery as well. They have increased the battery. I think they say 1 hour longer battery life. We'll see if that makes a difference. I don't think it's going to be enough for people to be convinced and go ahead for this iPhone. Now moving on to the iPhone 13, you get this new dual camera system that we were talking about. So obviously pictures are going to be great, in dark scenes, in dark modes, that's going to be better. You also get the cinematic mode in the iPhone 13. So it's the same portrait that you have in the photos, now you're going to have it in the video, where actually the camera, the system is detecting the person that is talking, and it's going to shift the focus automatically. We've seen videos from Apple. I mean, yes, there's always those critics that are going to say that it's not perfect. The portrait mode on photos is not perfect, but I think it's a great advancement in terms of using the iPhone more to create short films, small stories, and filmmaking material. Obviously, the iPhone 13, it comes with different colors this year. They have a pink, they don't have the green, so I think a lot of people are going to miss that color. But overall, I mean, the design is the same. We know that Apple, is not changing the design. They have like 2-3 year cycles with the same design. So overall, if you have the iPhone 12, I don't think you're going to be upgrading to the iPhone 13 because, the upgrade, it's going to be small. But if you go to the iPhone 13 Pro or the Pro Max, which gets a bigger screen, apart from the new High Sierra color, which is a great color, obviously, I think you're going to miss the Pacific blue that we had. We are getting something else. Obviously, the Pros are Pros because of the cameras. Yes, they have the LiDAR sensor, but they didn't even talk about this on this specific event. They didn't even mention the chip. Obviously, we see it in the website, the chip is faster. Videos have surfaced now on YouTube saying that the A15 Bionic is 18% or 15% faster than the previous generation, the A14 on the 12 Pro and the 12. So you're getting a better chip for sure, but I think Apple is already going ahead of the competition, so they didn't focus much on the chip. Also, it seems, when you look at the website and you see that the Pros have 5 CPUs instead of 4 with the regular 13. So that's something that you have to take into consideration. We have no information about that. We'll have to see when the first reviewer starts with hand-on, iPhones. We'll have to see the performance, if it's any crazy difference. But why I'm telling you that you should get the 13 Pro this year, it's because if you're upgrading and you're already going to be investing, $700, $800, I mean, you can go ahead and get the 13 Pro because you're talking about photography. When you get an iPhone, apart from getting an incredible device that works with your MacBook Pro, with your AirPods, with your iPad, with the Apple ecosystem, you're getting it because of the cameras. Because maybe you were using a DSLR Canon or a Nikon camera to take pictures, and now your iPhone is your go device, and that's the only thing you use when you travel, when you are with your kids, with your family. So I think spending these $200 extra, they are worth it this year, especially because you're getting the wide angular camera that in the iPhone 13, it doesn't have the low light improvements that it has in the Pro. And I think that's huge, not only for the macro photography that they announced, but also because I think everyone loves taking pictures with this camera. You love it, you see more context, you see a better view of the landscape. So having this low light capacity means that people are probably going to be using more the wide angular camera rather than the wide general regular camera. And that's a huge advancement. We didn't see astrophotography, so I don't know if Apple is gonna, maybe upload these because the iPhone is already prepared to do it and they're gonna release it in the coming months. We don't know about that. We didn't see this expected satellite function as well, but we also saw the ProRes. And let me tell you, this is like a little bit of 5G. Okay, if you're a YouTube creator like iJustine, maybe Sam Call from iUpdate, even John Prosser, you might be taking advantage of that, but I bet that those guys are not recording their YouTube videos with an iPhone. Obviously using Final Cut Pro, and it's a movie format, so I think Apple is really telling you here, hey, we're pushing the iPhone Pro to be a filmmaking device. That's great, don't get me wrong. But the thing is, here, there's a restriction. You have to get at least the 256 gigabyte version. That is already increasing your price. So we're not talking about $200 extra, we're talking about 300 or 300 and something, plus the taxes as well. So I think, honestly, in my case, I'm gonna be going with the base iPhone 13 Pro. I've been deciding always between the Pro and the Pro Max. I still believe that the Pro Max will be great for me, but I don't see myself holding that big of a screen. So I think the Pro is the right choice. You add these extra cameras, and if you're already grading from the 12 to the 12 Pro, I think you want the best. You want to see how the wide angular camera with this low light capacity is going to be helping you with those great pictures. Obviously you get the photographic styles, but you also get that on the 13 and the 13 mini, but you're getting something else. You're also getting a leap in battery life. Obviously if you get the Pro Max, it's 2.5 hours more. With the Pro I think it's 1 hour or 1.5, but I think just it's 1 more hour than the 12 Pro from last year. I think battery life was great on the 12 Pro. So I think, it's another small step that adds up when you put in a balance the fact of getting the 13 and the 13 Pro. And last thing, Apple is not only going crazy with the new iPhones. AT&T, T-Mobile, and even Verizon are offering huge deals where you're actually getting a lot in trade-in. So I'm going to be trading in my iPhone 12 Pro, and probably I'm going to be paying $300 for an iPhone 13 Pro. For me, I can justify that. Every year spending $300, $350 on a new iPhone, that's okay. Spending a full $1,000, I wouldn't do so. But again, because of these amazing deals, I think, maybe we thought it's not a big upgrade, we should wait until the 14. But the camera improvement, the battery life, the new colors, the fact that the Pro and the Pro Max, they don't have differences in the sensor like they did last year, that the Max was giving you this extra step in terms of photography capacities. I think, guys, it's very clear. Go for the Pro this year. If you're upgrading, it's $200 more. You can choose with these amazing colors, and I think you're not gonna get disappointed. So that's my take on this, guys. Let me know down below if you have any questions, if you want my input or anything. Get ready for pre-order day. Now Apple has released emails, has sent emails if you have an Apple ID or an Apple consumer to get already, prepare and set up for the pre-order day. Why? Not because they don't have the stock like last year that it was crazy. Shipping dates were slipping, far away, weeks and months ahead. But because they know that a lot of people are gonna go for these iPhones, so they want you to have all the configuration set up already. You just have to get in, pay, final confirmation, boom, you got it. It's gonna ship to you on the 24th. So check that email. I did mine already. You have the Apple Car option. Obviously, if you are in the iPhone Upgrade program, you also can do it through that stuff, and you also can pay in full if you don't have anything to trade in. If you have something to trade in, what I want to note here is that if you go with the Apple Car monthly payments, you already get the final price with the instant trading price. So that's good. If you pay in full, then when you send the iPhone, they're gonna reimburse you for the money that they give you for your trading device. So that was all for today, guys. I'm Untitled Chapter here with Apple Obsession. Drop a like if that was exciting. Hit subscribe for more because more content is coming. Hope you have a great day. I will see you very soon in the next one.